Alright, I'm here to tell you guys more about the Anime Adventures situation, like the release date, stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and say this straight up. There is not a set release date anywhere. I don't care who says they found like a release date, unless it's like said in the announcements of the Anime Adventures Discord. I would say that you cannot take that as seriously. 'Cause there's just so many people saying certain things about how it's gonna release at this time because of this and this has changed with each thing. But honestly, it's up to the devs of AA to tell when it's actually going to release. And most likely we will see, we honestly would probably see it before Christmas Day. That's all I can assume. Because it would not make sense for them to make a Christmas update for it to happen after Christmas. So I would assume that we would see it sometime before Christmas Day. The only issue against that, or not really issue against it, the only thing about that is that most people are not going to be playing it on days such as Christmas or maybe even Christmas Eve. But there's no like set date. But I will say that the dev game, I'm gonna put screenshots in to show you guys, but the dev game has been consistently updating. Sometimes it updates every couple minutes. Most of the time it's usually updating around, every hour or so. There are some points where they take like a break and they don't update it for a while, but most of the time it's being updated very frequently with very few spaces between. But most of the time it's regularly updated. What I've seen is I've seen most of the devs that are working on it and actually like playing it and stuff like that. Most of them don't join the game to play. A lot of them actually just join the game just to kind of sit there and test stuff. But I actually have seen, I'll put another screenshot up, some of the devs going through and actually playing the game instead of just, standing there. But some of the devs haven't really played at all. So you can kind of take that with a grain of salt if you want, where it's like it could be very close to releasing as of now, but it could be actually farther away from releasing than, what you assume. It could release after Christmas, which doesn't make sense for them to release after Christmas. I almost guarantee that they will release sometime before Christmas Day. It just doesn't make sense for them to release a Christmas update after Christmas. Unless they do want to call it a winter update and just release it during winter, which still wouldn't really make much sense because winter is like a month in, if not like a solid chunk more. So it's just a lot of people are going to be very upset with Anime Adventures releasing after Christmas. It is also in their best interest to release before Christmas. A lot of people are going to go with this and agree with this, that a lot of people would be spending most of their money on Christmas Day for a game that they played, obviously. And if they played and heard a lot of stuff about Anime Adventures, obviously they would be more inclined to sit there and buy the stuff for Anime Adventures. Even if they didn't know too much about it, they would, put money in, especially on days like Christmas. And so you have stuff being bought more, and so either way, it makes it better for them. So most likely it would be sometime around then. That's pretty much it though. There's not really much else to talk about since there's not really anything else that they have said or put out or anything. Most of it is just them talking about, like, hey, we have people working on it, and that's all they have said. We have nothing else. So that's all we have to go off of. So that's all I can tell you guys, and that's all there really is to know. A lot of people say that there's a bunch of stuff like happening with more people like joining and stuff like that, which is true. There are more people joining, but do I think that that's going to like impact, hey, this is guaranteed going to change when the dev game releases? No, I don't think so. But that's about it, and I'll be seeing you guys.